Yan laray ng penga mo.
Hi guys, good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to our tiny chapters. So for today, pupunta tayo ng Sunshine Coast and we will be exploring some parts of it. This is a very unplanned trip, kaya bear with us. We want to explore some markets, the Esplanade.
Yeah, the boardwalk. Oh yeah, that's a Esplanade Boardwalk. The fair, the market.
The market.
I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
The Caloundra Fair something. And
There's a mobile speed camera.
So we've been wanting to come to Sunshine Coast, like to see the beaches, to go for a swim. But now it's really, not really cold, but it's going to winter. So it's not really advisable for us to swim. Alam mo naman, made in the Philippines!
yeah.
Malamig, malamig, malamig.
Sa pengang tanah.
Come on. Sunny Coast. Look at that. Cars lang kayo doon. Kaso maka... Oops.
Kita pang side ay nito sa dumurot. Yes.
Bahala ko tinding mo ito Sunshine Coast ka ng family, ako lang kumanin. Sabi mo, kahit ano sa... Ay, di Hennessy. So cute. Yeah. Sali kita ng Summers, mga kada kita ng beach front. Manchester.
So the only thing you've got though is like visually controlled speed.
Can you put it? Okay. Wala akong ikit magtindang kape kayo. Ang gawin nito? Atan? Ang tawag ito yung cold brew.
I just suffer.
Okay, ano yun? Nakaputi. Nabuti niya ang fast ko yung nakagawa. Ang mga malaki yung garden. Meron
Pero ito sa ila, ito si Kaso.
Pero yun si Kaso din. Ay, cool coffee. Kaya rin na. Sige, wala ko yung kita. Yun siya po.
Lang.
Dapat lang po. Saan mag-laps kayo? Pagkata ng beach.
Let's go.
Ate yung pala ka ng kabilang road. Sabi ko po sana. Ignoring. Mga ito din ba nyo. Canadian food ako siguro. Labuta.
Kita mo sigurong debuto dito.
Food.
Food ang food.
The Kappagan. Sa tingin sa tingin ang bracelet mo. California. Girls.
Hindi kape. No bakery yan.
Nagkita mo nakit na ako.
Coffee.
Tama kaya. Dahil ba ako? Kaya.
Ganun dyan. Person. Then I try. You can try.
You can try. Maraming try ba rin?
Turkish Shepherd version.
Ano ka? She gave us one free dumpling.
No, metong at
It should be 3 dumplings, right? Did you say thank you?
Papepe ka na.
Di ba yung maparos?
May tulungan na lang. Sa luro may gama mo bang makay?
Ano pali?
Yan laray ng pengan mo. Ano nga sabi mo?
Oh, this is good. The coffee now tastes good. It got better. Pero kanina hindi siya masarap.
Galing kami ng street fair, Caloundra Street Fair. Okay naman, parang ano lang din naman siya, Sunday market sa Roundabout or sa West End. Pero masarap yung yung
Food.
yung sausage nila
And dumplings.
and the dumplings. It's so
The difference is there's mas madami lang ng options
Oo, mas
sa mga ganun. But if you are going to shop for like clothes, house decors, madami din dito. It's pretty chilly. I'm cold. But people are walking around with their swimmers. Parang kami lang yung naka-jumper.
Tapos parang siguro isang minuto lang na paglalakad. Malapit na kami sa
Beach.
beach. Ayan ang Esplanade.
Oh, this is the Esplanade.
I mean,
Oh yeah, the Esplanade.
the boardwalk. Apartment pala. Boardwalk apartment. I mean, yung mismong Esplanade ata ang boardwalk. Hindi ko alam. Don't quote me on that.
Next time, pwede tayo pumunta dito, tapos dito na lang mag-park. I mean, let's come early.
Yeah. Parang low tide.
Yeah. If I see a coffee shop, I'll buy one more coffee. Oh wow! Such a nice view.
Pero sa lawak ng beach nila dito. Hindi ko lang alam baka dahil low tide.
I don't even know if this is the beach because look.
Mukha siyang, oo.
Ah yeah, baka pag ganun lang siya.
Baka ay, maliit na island kung nasa dito.
Ganda. It's like a big sandbar. Ano ba i-try mo? Never. Pwede na ako magka-sunnies kasi hindi na ako dagat. I don't feel good today. It's my hair. Napa ni Star Witness ko, okay pa.
Nablok naman. Yan. Ay, jellyfish na din. Sarap daw.
Come to me so that he can take a photo.
Hello.
And then your head comes up there. You want to give it a go? Like this little girl. You want to put your head up in there?
Ano siguro naging sanay king tayo dun eh, yellow. Party na siguro.
Pero Philip, parang lang ganun. Bagay ko na marinig.
here at Seal Island. He is just one of 8 that call Seal Island home. And he is a well-known fur seal. And he came into care after he sustained some pretty nasty injuries on his chest and his abdomen from the cut a shaft. Can we see them, slide? You're a bit shy there. Can we see them? Here we go. There we go. It's a bit ticklish, but Sly has some pretty big scars on his chest and on his belly. The thing with the cookie cutter shark bite is as the seal gets bigger, so does the wound. So Sly's wound took over 3 years to heal. And then he came here as an amazing ambassador for his species. Now, being a rescued seal means that we are not 100% sure of Sly's age, but we predict him to be about 21 or 22 years of age. And these guys generally live for around 15 to 20 years out in the wild. But in human care, they have some pretty amazing help and assistance and lots of yummy food, right, Sly? Are you sure you're not telling fibs? Are you telling a fib? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, being a fur seal and sea lion means that these guys have some pretty cool features and adaptations. I thought it might be pretty cool to run through them. First of all, when we think of a seal, I personally think of these big front flippers. And those front flippers actually have the same bone structure as our very own hands. And they have a little bit more cartilage that's compacted on them to make them nice and tough. And then they have these pretty cute front flippers that have knuckles, nails and joints just like our own hands. So when Sly needs to preen or groom himself, he can just bring his hind flippers up and give himself a good scratch. Now these guys can climb as high as 13 meters if they really needed to, because they generally inhabit rocky beaches and outposts out in the wild. But they can also use those flippers to help us about. Not too bad for 22 years of age and 100 kilos. Let's give it up for Sly. So right there is just a really cool method that these guys can move through the water. Now they're air-breathing mammals, but they do need to come to the surface in order to breathe. But porpoising or bowing is one way that they can move quickly and safely through the water. They can reach up to 40 k's an hour if they really needed to, especially if one of their predators was chasing them, or more likely in Sly's case, the juicy fish is swimming past him. Now at 21 years of age, Sly here needs a little bit of extra TLC. In fact, last year in June, him and Nelson, one of our other seals, underwent cataract removal surgery. So just like us humans, when we get a little bit older, we can develop cataract. But Sly here, he was so amazing that he actually helped anesthetize himself. So we practiced for up to a year to pop a needle in his hind rump to sedate him. That caused Sly to become nice and relaxed. And then what we did was pretty incredible. We trained Sly to accept an anesthetic mask over his nose, and then we practiced him breathing in some fake anesthetic with the Bournemouth vapor rub. So on the day, Sly allowed us to sedate him voluntarily. He also allowed us to pop the mask on his face, and he breathed in the gas. Through the use of positive reinforcement, we were able to anesthetize Sly safely and without any undue stress. So I'm going to show you a few things we do each and every single day that allows us to care for these guys. Now this might not look that impressive, but I can assure you, having Sly lay out just like this allows us to palpate his body, check any lumps or bumps he may have. Now as he's coming up to a little bit of an older age, last week we actually performed ultrasounds on his belly and his chest to make sure everything was normal. So having the things lay out like this, well, it really helps us out a lot and it allows us to stay on top of their healthcare. Good. Then I let Sly know he's done a really good job and I give him some yummy fish to let him know how well he's done. Then, being a pretty big fella who can reach up to 180 kilos in breeding season, it's really important that we do an overall health check. And Sly is so cool that he even allows us to pop a needle into his front liver and collect a blood sample. That way we can predict when he might not be feeling well. And then of course, one of the jobs that I actually love, weirdly enough, is checking inside their mouth. We're always checking for fish spines or scales stuck in their teeth, and of course we remove it for them. And smelling their breath. Might not be that good at 6 AM, but a fishy smell is a really good smell, and it lets us know that this fella doesn't have any tooth decay or upset tummies. Now, that was our oldest seal. We are about to meet our youngest. And our youngest loves to have a really, really good time. Her name is Ruby. Now, something really cool to notice when Ruby comes out is her size. She's a female at 5 years of age, so she's still a juvenile. However, she's not going to get much bigger than this. And the fact is, Sly's a lot bigger. And that's sexual dimorphism, whereby the males are a lot bigger than the females. Like Ruby. Which is by far my favourite thing. So sit back, relax, and watch a little bit of our friend Ruby. special. Her name is April. Can you guys guess what month she was born in? March. Here she is. Let's give it up to the one and only April. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is April, the Australian sea lion. I'm going to tell you a little bit about April. She was born in human care as a part of the breeding program for her species. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at Australia's very own sea lion species. You cannot find these guys anywhere else in the world except Australian waters. Pretty cool, right? But it comes with some sad news. That is, you're also looking at Australia's rarest and most endangered sea lion species. There's less than 9,000 of these individuals left out in the wild. Researchers have predicted that if trends continue the same, we won't have these animals in 3 years' time. So, what better way to make a lasting impression than for April to come out and get a little bit closer to the little you. Now, for April to do this, I do need everybody to remain seated. And I do need everyone to keep their hands in their lap. Please don't reach out and touch April. But as she's walking past, have a look at how amazing this individual is and what you can do to help her relatives out in the wild. Sound like a deal? All right, Ace. Let's go. They have fused hips and pelvic joints. Did you order a seal? Did you order a seal? Anyone think she's cute? Yes. She takes after me. Check her out as she walks. Look at those cute little...
I know.
I think it's from.
You reckon? You reckon? Oh, you mean like to hold us down?
She could mean it. Mag-overtake ka rin.
How do they know?
I don't think it's that deep.
Mag-overtake ka rin.
How do they keep checking them?
The fishies. Josh.
Here comes the shark. Ready, guys?
Ready?
Look. Whoa.
Over there.
I don't think so. I haven't heard. I don't think so. I think now grade 5 goes to Kendallin.
Look, here comes the shark, guys. Honey,
Oh, look, up and look. Look at the shark. Up there. Up there.
Do you think he's going to eat me? Okay, I'm going to go get Oh, they're full of ants. Here's my favourite. So many sharks, hey? There's another one. Oh my goodness, look at him. He's been eating too much.
he's only just like floating on the bottom, isn't he?
He's really heavy. He's sunk. Look at this one.
Seafood lunch cruise, sunset cruise. Mining rice bowl.
Kain ka namin dito.
Ay, taking white ang kay. Pwede kang libreng lolo lang. Bike ka.
Hello guys, so we are heading back home. So
Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Masarap ang food, maganda yung place. Maganda overall. I mean, not bad for a day trip.
Yeah, I know. And madami, but there's more to see and more to experience in Sunshine Coast. So babalik kami doon next time. But for that trip, I really liked Sunshine Coast. It was pretty chill. Madaming options kung saan kakain at magtatambay. It was a nice place. But I mean, and thank you for joining us in this day trip. Thank you and see you to our next chapter. Bye!
Bye!